Hello bookish people, Ben here. As you may or may not know or realize, I'm a huge fan of Robert Jordan and especially his Wheel of Time series. I want to take this video to discuss probably a very unpopular stance among Wheel of Time fans, and that is the absolute necessity of Faile being taken by the Shaido and Perrin taking 3 books to finally catch up to her and rescue her. I know this is, like I said, a very unpopular stance. A lot of people really don't like that part of the book, but here are my reasons why I feel it was actually absolutely a necessity for this to happen. Alright, as any Wheel of Time fans know, the story essentially revolves around Rand, Mat, and Perrin. Each of these 3 had a very specific role to play at Tarmon, and of course Rand, being the Dragon Reborn, obviously really came to accept this role and to strive to be what he needed to be from the ending of the 3rd book, The Dragon Reborn. Mat took a little longer, but he eventually did finally live up to his name of the Prince of Battles. So everything he went through led him to that point, and it took him a little bit longer than it took Rand to get to where he needed to be. But the last of the 3, honestly the most stubborn of the trio, Perrin. Throughout the entire series until the very end, Perrin pretty much fought the whole way his destiny. Perrin only thought of himself as a simple blacksmith. That's all he wanted to be, all he wanted to get back to doing. Throughout everything, the wheel threw at him. Threw Faile along his path to push him in the direction he needed to go. He still resisted. He begrudgingly took up leadership in the 2 rivers to fight off the Trollocs. Still resisted where he needed to be. And as far as the Shaido taking Faile goes, it was absolutely necessary to give Perrin the push he needed. Like I said, he was the most stubborn of the 3, and the will needed to break him, and break him hard. For one, he was running away from his identity as a wolf brother. That was absolutely necessary for his role at Tarmon. It took breaking Perrin the man to get him to finally acknowledge Perrin the wolf and bring those 2 identities together the way he needed to be. To step up and take down Slayer, to be at the last battle, to lead the last hunt, where all the wolves in the material world and in Tel'aran Riyadh, the wolf dream, to the last battle to take their place, to keep the dark hounds at bay while men fought with steel and with the power. Another reason this is important is this entire time Perrin had been resisting his role as a leader of men. He had to be broken. Again, broken hard by the wheel to finally turn around and fully accept this aspect of himself. And being a leader of men, he could lead large troops to the last battle to back Rand up and to give him the time he needed to take on the Dark One. And yes, it took 3 books to go through all of this. A lot of people think it probably could have taken a lot longer, but like I said, Perrin was the most stubborn of the 3, and he needed breaking. He got reckless. He was basically losing himself, and he had to really snap into what he needed to become. And that was exactly the push he needed. Plus also, I'd say probably one of the largest points of this is Perrin is the Wolf King. He had to choose to put aside the axe to take up the hammer. And that doesn't just mean the blacksmith's hammer he got in Tyr. This means he needed to stop and forge his hammer. Ma Alenir. No, the one who soars. The first power-wrought weapon to be created in ages. He needed to bring all those aspects of himself together to create this weapon of power to really fulfill his destiny and become the man the will needed. I absolutely do feel like the entire ordeal with Faile and the Shaido being absolutely necessary. You may disagree with this. This is how I personally feel about it. Whenever you go and read through again, try to keep those in mind. Don't just think, oh crap, it's this part where she gets taken. He spends 3 books going, oh, what am I going to do? Feeling lost. But yeah, so keep that in mind. This is something that I feel the will absolutely had to do to bring himself back up as the man he needed to be. He needed to be the Wolf King. This is the event that turned him into that. Alright, if you have any comments, any back and forth you want to give on this, if you agree or disagree, be sure to let me know. I just wanted to drop a quick video on this, and I will catch you later. Alright everyone, have a good one.